Okay, today's Wednesday, November 28th, and we are continuing right along with Module 2, Lesson 26. And today your learning goal says, I can use what I know about place value to divide decimals by two-digit divisors. Okay, when it says that, when it says I want to divide decimals by two-digit divisors, what number is going to, the decimal, is that going to be the whole or the divisor? What do you guys think? If it says I'm going to divide a decimal by a two-digit divisor, is the decimal going to be the whole or the divisor? The whole. Very good. So today you can expect to have decimal wholes divided by two-digit divisors. You know, I was doing some math the other day, and I saw that I was doing 904 divided by 32, and I got 28 remainder 8. Okay. And then I did 456 divided by 16, and I also got 28 remainder 8. So then my question to you is, do these two equations have the same value? Does 904 divided by 32 equal 456 divided by 16? They both have the same answer, 28 remainder 8 and 28 remainder 8. So our original question, we want to know if 904 divided by 32 had the same value as 456 divided by 16 because they were both 28 remainder 8. What was the actual value of 904 divided by 32? Everyone? 28.25. What was the value of 456 divided by 16? 28.5. So do they have the same value? No. How can that be? Because they both are 28 remainder 8, but one is equal to 28.25 and one is equal to 28.5. Just because two division problems have the same whole number quotient and the same remainder, does that mean they have the same value? No. So what do you need to do in order to find the true value? You have to regroup like we did and keep dividing. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, start by setting up your standard algorithm in the solve area. Which number lives inside the house? Arnav? 834.6. Which number is knocking on the door? Karis? 26. Okay, now, we have to figure out what's going to be the first digit that we're working in. Can we work in the hundreds digit? No, because 8 can't go into 26. So we have to regroup that as 83 tens, right? So our first actual division problem, let's write it in the estimates area. It's going to be 83 tens divided by 26. Okay, now let's use what we know about estimating and rounding. 26 is close to what number? 30. And so I want you to always write this out in the estimates column. If you don't write it out, you're going to make mistakes. Okay, 83 tens is close to what number that's not bigger than 83? That's compatible with 30. Everyone? So this is like 60 tens divided by 30, which is 2 whats? Tens. So we're going to put a 2 in the column, the tens column. Okay, then we have to multiply. What numbers are we multiplying? 26 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So we're going to try 52 here. Okay, 3 minus 2 is 1. And 8 minus 5 is 3. So I have a remainder of 31. How do we feel about that? Why do we feel bad about that? Because 31 is bigger than 26. So what does that mean we need here instead? 3. Okay, I know I said you shouldn't erase, but we can do it. That's fine. So we're going to erase our work. What I do not want you to erase, listen carefully, is this work here. Do you see how this shows me that you tried 2 first? You can erase it over here, but don't erase it here. Okay? Okay. Now, 2 is too small. So what should we try now? 3. Okay, so now what do we actually have to multiply? 26 times 3. Very good. 26 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 2 times 3 is plus 1. So our mom's sister is going to subtract 78. We're going to have to regroup. What's 13 minus 8? 5. Kate, what's brother going to bring down?
4.
And now, what's our new division problem? It's going to be 54 what's? 54 what's? Ones divided by 26. So over here in the estimates, you're going to write the real problem. Oops. 54 ones divided by 26. Now use your wavy equal signs to show that you are going to be estimating. Thank you. 26 is still close to what number?
30.
Okay. 54 is pretty close to 60. Since this was too small originally, should we try the bigger one first? Well, we can also use what we already know. 2 times 26 is 52. So would 52 work here? Huh? Would it work? So what number should we try in the ones place? 2. Okay, good. And again, we don't have to show our multiplication again because if we're going to do 2 times 26, wouldn't that still be 52? Okay, good. So do you see why it's important not to erase that work? Very good. What's 54 minus 52? 2. And then brother's going to bring down the 6. What's our actual multiplication problem now? We have 26 what's?
10.
Good, so write that out. Do you see how it's important to write the units? 26 tenths divided by 26 is? 1/10. So we have to put a 1 in the tenths column. What number do I have here? 321. Is that what I want?
No.
I actually want the 1 to be in the what's place? Tenths. What do I have to put there to put that 1 in the tenths place? Everyone? Okay, good. Then mom's going to multiply 1 times 26 is obviously 26. And what do I have left? 0. So what's the answer? 32.1. After all this work, guess what? We've done half the problem. What comes next? Check. What do I have to multiply in order to check my work? 32.1 times 26. Okay, great. Let's do it. So, I would see that my original whole, 32.1 times 26. Are we ready to multiply?
No.
What do I have to do first?
Change.
What will my change need to be? Samarth?
Times 10.
Times 10. That would effectively move this decimal point over here, and I have 321 times 26. Okay, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Now I'm working in the tenths. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. If I add it all up, I get 8,346. What do I need to do now? Jayan?
Undo.
What would my undo be?
Times divide by 10.
Divide by 10, which would give me 834.6. Am I happy with that?
Yes.
What makes me happy with that? Well, when I go back to the original problem, I would see that my original whole is 834.6, so I'm happy. That makes me feel like I did my work correctly.